September 1st, tease that Jack Abbott begins to see Diane Jenkins' true colors. Elsewhere, Kyle Abbott stuns Claire Newman with a big proposal. Meanwhile, Audra Charles finally comes clean to Nate Hastings, and later, Victoria Newman is there to lend a listening ear. On Monday, Audra attempts to win Nate back by confessing everything. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Audra wants to fix things with Nate, but it didn't turn out the way she had hoped for. Audra admits she went after Kyle as part of her deal with Victor. However, she insists she was never going to let it get that far. Audra tells Nate he means so much to her and that there's no way she would have ever betrayed him. But Nate points out she spent weeks lying to him. If you can't see this as the betrayal it is, then there's something seriously wrong with you, Nate says before storming out. Later, Nate sees Victoria at the park. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nate tells Victoria that things are not working out with Audra. Everyone tried to warn me about her. I refuse to see it, Nate adds. But my eyes are wide open now, and it's over for good. At Society, Jack and Diane talk about Kyle's planned proposal for Claire. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jack admits he has his doubts about it. Their talk turns to Victor and how he refused to tear up the contract Kyle signed. Jack also tells Diana about Billy's plan against the mustache. Diane asks Jack if he's willing to help his brother get Chancellor from Victor, despite wanting to protect Nikki Newman. Jack says he's ready to do that, especially with Billy's help. Meanwhile, Kyle prepares a romantic dinner for Claire. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Claire tells Kyle he went all out, seemingly impressed. Kyle says it's a very special night for both of them and wants Claire to realize how sorry he is. It was stupid of me to lie to you, when all we've ever been is honest, he adds. After a few exchanges, Kyle tells Claire he's in awe of her. I may be your first love, but you are my true love, he says before taking out the ring box. Kyle gets down on one knee and asks Claire to marry him. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire is in disbelief. Will she say yes? Watch The Young and the Restless, weekdays on CBS. The air in Genoa City is thick with more than just the late summer humidity. It's crackling with the electric charge of impending proposals, shattered alliances, and secrets threatening to boil over. As we turn the calendar to September, The Young and the Restless is poised to deliver a week of seismic shifts that will redefine relationships and set the stage for the high-stakes drama to come. At the very center of this whirlwind is a moment that has both fans and fellow citizens of GC buzzing. Kyle Abbott, armed with a dazzling ring and a heart full of hope, is finally ready to make his move on Claire Grace. But in a town where happily ever after is always a conditional term, the question on everyone's lips is simple. Will she say yes? Kyle's grand gesture, a proposal forged in fire. Kyle Abbott's journey over the past year has been nothing short of tumultuous. From the painful dissolution of his marriage to summer over his emotional affair with Audra, to his fraught dynamic with his father Jack, and his recent power struggles at Jabot, Kyle has been searching for solid ground. In Claire, he found it. She represents a clean slate, a woman of intelligence, compassion, and surprising resilience, untainted by the decades-old baggage that weighs down so many relationships in this town. Spoilers for the week of September 1st indicate that Kyle, feeling more secure in their budding relationship after successfully navigating a few early tests, decides it's time to go all in. He's not one for half measures. He procures a stunning diamond ring, elegant, modern, and perfectly suited to Claire's subtle style, and plans an intimate but profoundly romantic evening at the Abbott estate. He knows her history is complicated. Her family connections to the Newmans and Abbotts are still a source of quiet tension, and he wants to show her that their future is a world away from all that. He'll get down on one knee, pour his heart out, and ask Claire Grace to be his wife. It's a picture-perfect moment, straight out of a fairy tale. But this is Genoa City, and fairy tales often have a dark twist. Claire's crossroads, love versus ghosts of the past. For Claire, this moment is the ultimate validation and the ultimate terror. After a life feeling like an outsider, a pawn in Aunt Jordan's vengeful game, she has been embraced by the Abbott family with an openness that still sometimes brings her to tears. She loves Kyle deeply. He is her safe harbor, her champion, and the man who makes her believe in a future she never thought she deserved. However, saying yes isn't just about accepting a ring. It's about fully accepting her place in the powerful, often predatory, Abbott dynasty. Spoilers suggest Claire is acutely aware of the target this will paint on both their backs. Victoria Newman, who has shown a maternal interest in Claire, might see this union as a betrayal, a defection to the enemy camp. The ever-scheming Audra Charles, who still carries a torch for Kyle, will undoubtedly see it as a personal challenge. And then there's the ever-looming presence of Jordan. Though behind bars, the woman's influence is a ghost that still haunts Claire's quiet moments. Will her love for Kyle be enough to silence those fears? Or will the weight of her past and the daunting prospect of her future cause her to hesitate? Sources hint that her answer may not be the immediate, resounding yes that Kyle is hoping for, leading to a tense and emotional cliffhanger that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. A coalition of concern. The Abbott family reacts. News of the proposal, whether it's accepted or not, will send shockwaves through the Abbott mansion. Jack, who has been a steadfast supporter of Claire's redemption, will likely be cautiously optimistic. He sees the good in her and wants his son's happiness, but his CEO's mind will immediately begin calculating the corporate and familial ramifications. The real drama will come from Diane Jenkins Abbott. While she has publicly accepted Claire, spoilers indicate that Diane's maternal instincts are on high alert. She's a woman who has reinvented herself more than once and knows a thing or two about skeletons in the closet. She will voice serious concerns to Jack, fearing that Kyle is moving too fast, blinded by love and a desire to rebel against his previous life. She'll worry that Claire's connection to the Newman family and her traumatic history are a ticking time bomb that could devastate her son all over again. Her opposition won't be loud or cruel, but it will be firm, potentially creating a new rift within the Abbott household. Meanwhile, Harrison's reaction is a wild card. He adores Claire, and her presence has brought a new lightness to his father's life. A yes would likely thrill him. But any sign of uncertainty or drama could confuse and worry the little boy, adding another layer of emotional complexity to Kyle's decision. Across town, the Newman ranch is hardly a picture of tranquility. Victoria Newman's campaign to bring Claire into the Newman fold has hit a significant roadblock: Kyle Abbott. Vic sees Claire as a lost Newman heir, a potential powerful ally, and a project. She views Kyle's relationship with Claire as a deliberate Abbott.